Welcome back, everybody, to the Blue Demon Room podcast. I'm your host, Kacy Standahar, joined by my co-host, Jenna Duddleston. Sonia is on our mic, and we are welcoming our senior midfielder from the DePaul women's soccer team, Nahla Dominguez. Nahla, thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you.
You're here with us. It's a great little round table we got going on, a little bit of a different setup. And I know Sonia met you before, so I want to give... Yeah.
It's so awkward. You guys don't understand being like the media person and then being like, hey, do you guys want to film a TikTok? And like, it's actually the worst thing ever. And people are like, yeah, okay, fine.
Some people are really excited about it and some people are not.
No. And then they're like, actually, can you film our TikToks for our thing? And I'm like, yes, but guys,
as the queen of TikTok, you can never ask for enough TikToks.
No,
I love TikTok.
There's never enough.
Yes.
Like, hey, shout out DePaul Athletics on TikTok. We're posting every day now, so go look at that. Anyway, but Nahla immediately came up to me and Kelly, my coworker, and lovely girl who also works on Blue Demon Room, and was like, what are you guys doing here? Like, how are you? Like, what are your guys' majors? Like, just immediately started talking to us and was like, okay, so she's so chill. Like,
I love that.
So I'm very excited that you're here.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm very excited to learn more about you.
We echo those same feelings. I mean, we're just excited to have you on today and get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, super excited to be here with everyone.
So Nahla, it's your senior season. How are you feeling? You guys are already playing matches, already getting into it. What's the vibe?
You know, vibes are really good right now. Being a fall sport, I feel like the transition from, summer leaves to fall leaves, falling and all that, very, very nice. But, soccer-wise, I think it's looking good for us. Lots of new faces. Just a really exciting group to work with for the fall.
Beautiful. Okay, so I had a teacher in high school who it was sophomore year, Miss Trillo, and my entire sophomore year English class was about the word irony. And she's like, you got to find the irony in life. And I feel like I found the irony for you in life, which is you started your freshman year at Chicago State, and now full circle, you have 2 assists helping to beat them in a dramatic 6-2 victory. What did that game mean to you? Did it feel like a full circle moment, from your perspective?
Yeah, so it was our home opener.
Okay.
I was just so excited to play. Lots of respect to Chicago State. Grateful for my time there. But, to come off with an assist was really, really awesome for me. And I was just proud of myself for that.
Absolutely.
You did transfer from that program. And so does your history from working with that program at Chicago State and playing for them kind of affect your mindset going into that match?
Not really. I think my time there was very different. They have new coaching staff, new players. So I knew it was going to be a really different game. But, I think from my time here at the program, what we've been working on, what we know our core values, I just knew just to focus on that and the rest would play out.
Amazing. Yeah. Were there any girls that you played against in that home opener that you also played with your freshman year?
Yeah.
Was that a weird experience, kind of going up against them this time around?
So a little, but we're really good friends off the field. Her name's Vero. Her name's Veronica. Center back. Super tall, technical, really sweet kid.
What is super tall in soccer? Is super tall tall? I don't know what is super tall. Because as a volleyball player, I thought I was tall. I'm 5'7", but then I go into rooms and I'm like, what's going on up there?
She's 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, that's tall. That's tall.
Yeah. Really sweet kid though.
Love that.
I feel like with collegiate sports, I didn't play, so I don't really know. So maybe you could speak to this better. But I feel like it'd be a range of emotions. You see these people a whole season, and then suddenly you don't see them anymore. What is that first day like after you transfer, after you leave, and how does that feel in your brain and in your heart?
So for me personally, I knew when I transferred, I wanted to stay in Chicago. So for me, that just it was sad, but to me, it just felt like kind of this wave of okay, new opportunity. I grew up here. I know the city, I know what I want in terms of soccer and just life. And so to me, it felt more of just a new wave of opportunity. And I was really excited for that.
You seem like a very like optimistic, like centered person. So what kind of vibe do you bring to this DePaul team that maybe you also had at Chicago State as well? Like what's your energy and your style like?
So that's really funny because I feel like on my team I'm known to be super quiet. My sophomore year, my first season here, I was just kind of like, I think I was still like, you know, in my shell. And obviously over the years, I feel like I've done better, like getting to know people, really show my personality more. But I feel like as I've established my role here, you know, on and off the field, to my teammates, just my play style, I feel like I've, sorry, what was the question again?
No, just like your style. Like how are you more of the quiet one? Are you like a quiet leader or lead by example? Or are you like a vocal leader?
So I feel like off the field for sure, like I love to joke around. Like, I feel like I love pranking people. So like,
We got ourselves a Jim Halpert, everybody.
I need to know. I need
what
to
are
know
the
the best
pranks?
prank.
or not really pranks, but like just like little nicks and knacks, like to my teammates, like when they're not looking or if they're looking down, like I like to do this thing where like I scoop their like chin up.
Oh, I love that. You're like, keep that head held high almost.
No, it's just more of a
Oh,
prank.
it's more of a prank. Okay.
Like just like you know how some people are like, oh, like got your nose, like oh,
Yeah.
got your chin.
You flick a chin. Okay. All right.
Or
that's
like
fun.
or I don't know, just oh my god, sometimes like my teammates will ask me a question and they're like I'll say something, like they'll be like, what'd you have for breakfast this morning? I'll be like, oh, an apple. They're like, really? No.
No.
Just like things like
Constantly
that.
messing with everybody.
You keep them on their toes.
Yeah, I like it. You're a jokester.
Yeah.
That would like throw me because I'm very like, I feel like I would be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like I would be thrown off by that, but she brings that more out of me. Like,
I have this problem because I'm so sarcastic that I feel like you and I could probably go back and forth,
Yeah,
and then
see.
we'd be like, wait, how did we get here? Like, are we sure that like it's like we went so far off the road and detoured that it's like, okay, we need to go back to where we started because I don't think we're even on track anymore. That's how I am, at least sometimes.
but you definitely have that outgoing energy. And I want to know, like, how does your success on the field impact how secure you feel because you're outgoing? You know what I mean? Or does it go back and forth?
Gonna be honest, I feel like on the field I'm very reserved and just I like to say composed. You know, I feel like, and I say composed because that's something I've been working on. You know, I came in fall of my sophomore year and I was playing winger for most of the season, even though I'm in the midfield. And I feel like that winter and spring was such a learning growth for me, or like just like a learning period for me, where I established my role more of like a 6. And in soccer, I feel like being the 6 means like just kind of a lot of responsibility. You know, you're the anchor between like the 2-8 or whatever formation we're playing, but the midfield in front of you and like the defense behind you. So I feel like just working a lot on that my sophomore and junior year. You know, I'd like to say like my style on the field right now is very reserved and composed.
I would love to ask you kind of about your transfer to DePaul. So I know you had talked prior about like staying in Chicago is really important. As a Chicagoan, I understand that like very much. Like I left. I compared everything to here. But I'm curious to know if you could kind of like let us know what the transfer process is like, because it's not easy and it's a difficult decision, and you know, kind of bring us through what that like roller coaster of emotions is, because it's not linear at all, that's for sure.
For sure. So obviously, like not knowing where you're gonna go next is pretty scary. I feel like my experience, you know, I was in the transfer portal for a while. I didn't commit till the spring, I guess the spring period. But yeah, no, it was very, a lot of dedication definitely needed for myself for that period. It was just going back and forth between, you know, like, do I really want to keep doing this? Do I not? But it was sad. For me, it was sad because every time I doubted myself, it felt like I was losing a part of myself, you know? Like, I'm like, that's not me. I know I want to keep going, but it was just so hard.
So
Like,
what kept you, like, in those moments of doubt? Like, what was that little voice inside of you that was like, do it?
so, like, wait, can I, like, take a break for a second?
Of course. Take as much time as you need.
I have tissues in my
We
bag.
know how
if you need them.
passionate this sport is for you and how important it is. So we get it
No,
completely.
it's because like I've never had to tell anybody this other than like my family, because like the only person that got me through it was my coach, and like he like passed away recently, and it's just sad because
Coach Alex.
yeah, because you know when I was a kid, I when I was a kid, I had a hard time like finding like what I wanted to do, what I liked, and it was just so easy to like, I guess, know like what I wanted to be passionate about because he made it like that for me. And so like when I was talking about like I want to quit, I want to do this, he was like, you're actually like crazy, like you don't want to do that. And I knew I didn't. And just like being with him, like I remember like spending the weekends with him and like my cousins, and it would be like we would just play to have fun. And in a way I was still sad because I didn't know where I wanted to go, but I didn't know where I wanted to go, but like in a way I was really grateful for that because it kind of taught me to just slow down and know everything was going to work out. So I just miss him a lot.
Yeah.
I bet. I'm so sorry for your loss. We both are. And
That's
just
okay.
to have his voice kind of, you know, telling you to keep going, that little
Yeah.
nudge. I think we all need that. We all have moments of doubt. And I think we want to be like very strong. And we're like, oh, I never doubted it. I always knew I had this dream. Everything was going to be fine. But it's the people in your corner, like your friends, like your coach, like your family, whoever it might be, that's saying, you can't give up. But what if the next thing is behind this next door, right? The next success, the next team, the next whatever it is, like you can't quit now. And so I think that's just really powerful that he was such a big presence for you.
Yeah, for sure. But like 100%, the person that like really did get me through was my mom, like my number one supporter.
Moms don't ever get enough credit, man. Shout out, Mom. I don't know where she is, but shout out, Mom. Just shout out, Moms. No, but to your coach, you know, really quick, I just want to say, like, I feel you on the tears, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I had a really impactful coach in my life, and he was only with me for a year. And losing him was brutal. And it's crazy, they don't, it's like, you can't, it's like when you look back, there's never this like one big grand thing that they did that made you be like, but it's all those like tiny little moments of like the self-doubt. And again, like it's a completely human experience for us to be like, I don't know if I can do this, or maybe I can, or I don't know, can I? And then for him to be like, of course you can. Like, are you kidding me? And even for him to build the community that he built, where you guys, because I think in the article it said like there wasn't really a soccer community in that area. Am I correct in saying that? And he kind of like build it up for you guys?
So I wouldn't like there's I mean there's soccer communities everywhere in the Chicago area, but what I felt like he really emphasized was having a community where everybody was welcome.
Yeah.
And in that community, like for example, I started playing when I was 6, and you know what was different from his league, from the leagues my mom used to take me to, was I walk in and it was just like you could feel the vibe of like wow, like these people like are like similar to me. Like I walk in, I see like brown kids everywhere just running around. You know, I see the parents in the stands speaking Spanish, and I just remember being so scared, and like I was like the smallest one, the youngest one, and for him, he treated me like it felt like, oh, like, hey Nahla, what's up? Like what was going on last week?
Yeah.
Like just hop right in. And so to me, that was the kind of community he built, and what I think he taught us like off the field was like, one, being humble, but two, like just being welcoming. So I remember from there, you know, if there was a new kid or something on the team, like being like, oh, like, hey, what's your name? What's your name? You know, what position do you play? And just being a good person overall. So
It's like that WWCAA, what would Coach Alex do?
yeah,
Yeah. And just having that like, and it seems like you kind of already do that with your team of like being a little bit of a jokester and making it light, but making it light also makes it fun, and you play better when you're having fun.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
part.
And you probably learned a lot about that from just what he established in that group with you guys.
100%.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I want to pivot a little bit to Coach Alex's daughter. I know you said she was a really big role model in your life. What did she teach you that you still feel like you carry with you today?
Probably work ethic. So in Spanish, her dad would always tell her, like, no te rindes, meaning never give up. So watching her play when I was a kid, it was like, oh my God, like Jocelyn's gonna play. Like me and my mom would like stay and watch the games because it was Jocelyn and I had an older cousin on the team. Her name's Fani. So like watching them play together was so fun because it's like they're like my big sisters. So and I remember during the practices and like sometimes like during the games when she would help out, she would tell me, she's like, okay, like kind of like I already had Alex telling me what to do. When she was on the field, she'd be like, okay, like go stand here, go do this, go do that. And you know, she was a very technical player, and so seeing that growing up made me want to be like them.
Details.
Like her, yeah.
The small details, yeah. Do you have any other role models in your life in the soccer world or just in general?
You know, they don't play soccer, but probably my grandparents.
Ooh, why?
You know, I'm first gen, and like my grandparents and my mom, when they like immigrated here, you know, and, like just their story, the way they live, like one of the most hardworking people I think I'll ever know, and so seeing the way they approach life, you know, made me like when I play soccer, I think of them being like, okay, like I got to do this for me, like I got to give it 110%. I gotta grind this out.
Is it safe to say then you are the first like person in your family to go to college then?
Yeah.
So they've got to be really proud of you then for like everything that you're doing, man.
I think so, but you know, they're always they're at every single game that they're at all the games they can come to. So yeah. They'll be there tomorrow, so.
Love that.
That's so cool. You've also played for the Mexico U17 and U20 national team. So already that achievement in itself, just so cool. But what is the process of even getting on that team?
So when I was 15, and at the time they didn't have a U15 team, so it was at a showcase in Florida. I was playing ODP, and one of our coaches happened to be a scout for the Mexican national team. She's like, yeah, like, you know, we're having kind of like I don't know if I'd say camp, but actually probably a camp, January of 2020. And so my family went with me. I did the camp. I got called back, but when I got called back, COVID had hit.
I say there was this lovely thing that happened to all of us.
I'm still on PTSD.
COVID had hit, wasn't ideal. So it kind of faded away within the year. I mean, there were I think there was like a call in August for like the girls that were like, I guess, called up technically. That was that. But it wasn't until my senior year of high school, so oh my God, it was so cool because like I got to miss school for school for soccer, and I remember getting an email being like, oh, like you got called up for like the camp, like it's gonna be, I think it was April 2nd to April 12th, and so I was just super excited to go. But what made me the most happy about it was like making my family proud.
Yeah.
So it was a fun experience.
100%. That's so cool.
So like getting that email and then going like kind of what's like a day-to-day life in that like camp, because obviously there's a lot that goes on. Can you kind of like take us like behind the scenes of what that looks like?
So it would consist of training. Sorry, let me start from the beginning. Breakfast, honestly kind of like what we do here.
Like preseason almost workouts kind of, or just day to day?
More so, like just a practice, or breakfast, practice, lunch. I like to call it scout, but like kind of like talking about tactics and all that. Dinner. I'm not gonna lie, it was like 3-4 years ago, so it's kind of
Yeah.
kind of take me a while to remember. But yeah, no, it was fun for sure. And I feel like being in a completely different country, you know, obviously like, the language. So
that's kind of what I was so curious about. Like, that's got to be, like, again, to be on a team, and again, if I'm wrong, like, tell me I'm wrong, but like, there's got to be a comfort in playing on a team where there's such a commonality amongst all of you. Like, was that
the same language?
Yeah, like you're speaking the same language.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's and again, if I'm assuming, tell me I'm incorrect. But there's got to be a similar like values in that. Yeah. So was that like your first time ever being on a team like that in terms of where everyone kind of got along, or was it a little bit just more elevated, I guess, would you say?
It was different for sure. It was actually really nice because I think there were like 3-4 other like Mexican American girls on that team. Mm-hmm. One who I'm still in contact with, super cool kid, love her. But yeah, no, it was a good experience. Amazing. For sure.
So then when you finally get the call up, what's that like?
Just an email and like, I guess they told me the dates and like they sent me my flight information.
Like, did you freak out? Like, I would have freaked out. I would have like screamed. I would have like squealed like a pig. Like what was it like? Were you like, who did you tell right away?
Oh, I was with my mom when I opened the email.
Oh my God.
So like,
okay.
I just gasped because I was like, oh my God. Because, you know, like when I was little, people would ask me like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? I was like, a soccer player. So like for me, it was kind of like surreal being like, wow, like this is really cool.
It's like a beautiful full circle moment.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, okay, I have a kind of random question, only because you're talking about like you wanted to be this since you were a little girl. And there's probably a correct term to this. So again, I apologize if I don't know. I think it's such a beautiful moment in soccer where you guys walk out on the field with a little kid.
Yeah.
I think it's so special, and I think it's so unique because in certain other sports you just don't see it. Did you have like a first time you got to do that? Were you ever able to do that when you were younger?
Going back to Alex, which is why he was such a big role in like, I guess, my soccer career. I don't know how, but he had a connection to the fire.
Stop.
Like someone working there. And so twice I got to hold a player's hand, and then I was one of the kids holding the flag during the national anthem, like the Chicago Fire flag.
Oh my God.
And I remember the first time I did it, it was my cousin. It was me and my cousins holding the flag. So like it was so like to me it was like such a beautiful thing to experience.
I was gonna say it's got to feel too like I would have so much like my heart would be racing, but it's also got to feel like again. You're dreaming of this as a little kid. You're literally taking the steps right alongside the player. You're like, oh, I can do this. Like I can see it. I can see it because I'm literally doing it right now. Like that had to be kind of like a preview for you of like what's to come.
I will say the way you make it sound, it should have been.
Or were you more like, no, I'm freaking out right now. I have no idea what's happening.
I think I was just going with the flow, to be honest. Like I remember the first time I walked out to hold a player's hand, it was I don't remember his name, but it was the LA Galaxy. They were playing, and we had to hold the Galaxy's hand. And so, like, I was holding his hand, and, you know...
Watch, it was Beckham. That would be hilarious.
No, I don't think so, because it was 2011, 2012.
Okay, yeah, I don't think he was playing then at that time. No.
But I just remember, like, just staring. I think I was just, like... I was looking for my mom in the garage because I was like, I want to go sit by her.
Did you like talk to the player at all or say anything? Or
he talked to me.
Oh, that was nice.
But when he talked to me, it was like, oh, your shoe's untied. And then
you're like, oh, this would happen to me.
And then I just stared at him. I remember just staring at him. And he was a sweetheart. He just goes down and like ties my shoe, and like I just like hold his hand during the national anthem.
That's so cool.
Guys, I have a fact check. I have to say this.
Yes.
I'm looking up the roster right now. You were on the field with David Beckham, girl. He was on that team.
Stop it!
Could have been him.
According to sportsarchive.net. He was there.
During 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
Girl.
Could have been him.
So, hey, you should be telling people that more. That's cool.
You know what we gotta
Say it was
do?
him.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta go through Getty image
No,
search
literally, and
and like
find her.
LA Galaxy
Sleuth.
Chicago 2011 and like find the month because I bet we can find little you.
Oh, trust.
That's so fun.
We're gonna find.
We're
that.
gonna make a social clip out of that.
Oh no, it's
Trust.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Sorry, back to your conversation.
I will absolutely lose my mind if you were holding David Beckham's hand and you had no idea.
Gonna be honest, I know it wasn't David Beckham
Okay.
because the gentleman was African American.
You're throwing
So
off our story. No, we don't want to. We don't want to hear.
Well, maybe you were next to him.
No, yeah. He was
Okay,
there.
okay.
He was
Maybe
there.
you were like if you were. I'm just making things up in my head now. Anyway, Kacy.
But no,
you go
like,
ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say, now you're in a coaching development program with the Chicago Fire, right? So to have kind of everything come full circle, you've seen the pros as a kid. Now you're on this development program as well as P2 training. I want to know more about what that is, first of all.
yeah, so for the Fire, it was summer going into my first season at DePaul. I did some sessions with them during the summer.
Cool.
With U12 girls. And to me that was really fun because I was like, whoa, like I actually get to like help.
Yeah.
And I remember I got in because of I played at Edgewater that summer and super, super cool, like I want to say like role model. Her name is Christina Murillo. She sent a text out being like, hey, like I guess we need some help this summer, like with Fire. Anyone interested? And that's the thing about me. I like when someone sends like in a group setting, who wants this? Who wants that? I can't do that. So I remember sending her like a private message being like, oh my God, like I'd love to help.
Yeah.
And thankfully, there was a girl also on Edgewater. Her name's Dee. She was also doing it, so me and her would work together. And I think she was already coaching, and so like being alongside her was super helpful during that period. As for P2, I started working with them, I want to say January of 2023,
Okay.
and I've been in and out of
Yeah.
it. Recently, though, in the spring, I was working with them, and with P2, I worked with like from U4 to like U14, but it's usually like the U4 group I do. So
Okay.
All right. Okay, take us through a typical training session.
With you as the coach.
With you as the coach.
you got
Like, are you like kicking, some butts here, or what's it like?
I feel like it depends on the age group and gender.
Okay.
Fair.
So when you were doing the U12 with the Chicago Fire, right?
with the girls.
What's that like?
Oh my God, like definitely super. You have to be like I like to think. How do I say this? Being a coach with energy at that age, right? I'm like, you're 11, 12, like I don't know, maybe like you're tired from hanging with your friends all day or like something. And you come like to soccer practice being like, okay, like gotta check this off the list. Like what am I gonna do next? Piano, violin, I don't know. But no, like being super super energetic, making sure it's fun.
Yeah.
But definitely like touching on important things. Like I know for sure every single practice had to start with some technical, whether it be passing, dribbling, and then just slowly progressing that to some small-sided stuff. So like 1v1s, 2v2s, 3 like transition games, and then you definitely got to end with scrimmage. It's in some sort of way.
So we start with the non-sexy, and then we head into the fun. But you have to, because those like the technical stuff, and again, I think you talked about this earlier, like those matter.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
and it's like the more you can kind of really chisel out those fine details, they make you sharper, and you're helping them even though they probably are like, but I want to play. And you're like, you'll get there, leave me alone.
For sure.
So is coaching something you want to continue with after graduation?
Oh, 100%.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I know like post-grad can feel a little scary, and like as a senior, I think it's very easy to feel like, oh my God, what's next? And then like people in my class are like doing this or doing that. But like, how are you making sure that you are being really present with where your 2 feet are this senior season?
Senior season or post-grad?
Senior season, like post-grad.
Going into post-grad.
Going into post-grad,
thinking
sorry,
about
yeah.
like this is my last year
Oh, gotcha.
and
Yeah.
things are wrapping up. I mean, almost.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just starting, but still.
Like you don't want to think that, but I think it's easy sometimes
Yeah.
for those like, they like creep in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
they
you're
do.
like, get out of my head,
So I think for me, knowing that I'll really never be done with soccer, like I know the Fire Pitch has adult leagues, so probably be doing that after my 9 to 5 post grad.
That's cool.
But No, for sure. I think playing every game, like, it matters. But I'm going to be honest, most importantly, having fun and, like, just sticking to what I know and what I like and what I think my strengths are and, like, you know, just being a good teammate. So, yeah.
Graduating from DePaul, about a year away. What are you studying? What's your major, and what are your plans? I mean, besides soccer, what's that major and that job path look like outside of soccer?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm majoring in sports management, minoring in finance. Ideally, I'd love to do some sort of sports role, whether it be like sales, marketing, at some Chicago sports team. So like not just the Fire, like maybe
There's
the
a lot
Bulls.
to choose from.
Yeah.
Like the Bulls,
Yeah.
the Cubs. That'd be cool. Staying on the north side, but hopefully a role in that. If not, honestly, with my luck, maybe try and go pro.
I love it.
Right now, I'm just kind of like a very in between.
Yeah.
I think that's a more post fall season.
Sure.
You really got to think about that.
You're focused on the season ahead first.
Yeah.
Before you think about the potential of going pro, which I think is a good mindset to have.
But as a Chicagoan, I always go back to the very famous Derrick Rose post-game interview. I don't know if you know where I'm going with this. I don't know if you were around, but it was, he said, why can't it be me? Why can't I be the youngest person to win MVP in the league? Why can't it be me? And it was one of those things that there wasn't a cockiness to it. It was like why can't it? And I remember being like, yeah, why can't it? Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, absolutely, Derek. And he did. So again, I live in a pure state of Delulu. Ask Kacy, she knows this about me. But like, you don't get anywhere in life without a little bit of Delulu. So like, why can't it be you?
Yeah.
You know, my mom would love to have a conversation with you because
Is she also Delulu too?
no. But she's like again, like one of my biggest supporters, and like I do feel like, hate to admit it, but like I think she does know what's best for me, like 99.999% of the time, and so I feel like talking to her, she's like, I think like, you know, totally go for it.
Love that.
But she's always supportive of what I do.
Yeah.
So I love her so much for that.
Shout out Mom this episode.
I know, right? But it's going to unfold the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Jenna and I always say that. And I think that's great. But what are some of the things outside of soccer that you're passionate about?
Definitely family. I feel like I'm super close to my family. I have a little brother. His name's Raiden. Oh, I love him so much.
How old is he?
17.
Cute.
Good
So how
age.
many years apart are you guys?
3.5.
3.5,
He's 07. I'm 04.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
we're
brother and I are 5 years apart, and we did not get along as kids. Like, I wanted to throw him through the wall. But now we're close. So I don't know if that's like, are you guys close now, or were you always
No,
close?
I think we've always been
That's
close.
cute.
Like that. Like I remember my mom would always be like you guys are each other's best friends.
Oh, I love
like,
that.
And I just the biggest thing growing up is I like soccer. So like when he was like able to like kick, run, play, he also got into it. And so like it was funny because at a period, like when he first started playing, it would be like, okay, like you have to go easy, like, and I'd be like, oh, it's so fun. But then like, you know, as we grew up together, it was more, it was more like
Equal.
But I think now it's like, okay, Rain, like chill on me, like.
Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. I gotta hug my brother now. Now I feel bad. That's great though that you guys are close and you're able to share that love with him through sport. That's awesome. So you preparing for games. Obviously, you have a game tomorrow at the time that we're filming this. But I'm just curious, what does your preparation look like? Just like say tomorrow, for example. Like, what are you gonna wake up and do to be your best and play your best?
So, first and foremost, I have to get a pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks. A tall though.
But wait, they don't have that all year.
I just had one before I
Was
came
it
here.
good?
It was delicious.
The pure pumpkin one.
I just didn't know I needed it until it touched my mouth. I was like, oh my God, this is so good.
Okay, so that's step one.
And second step is, well, actually, because as a team, we do like game day stuff. So,
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you now, tomorrow it's going to be 9 a.m., breakfast together. You know, we're just, no phones, obviously. So just like kind of dilly-dallying.
Smart though. That's really smart in this era.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone too much.
Same.
It's a problem.
Just kind of like dilly-dallying, you know, like, hey girl, like, how are you? Just talking, getting getting some laughs out. Then, oh, I'm so sorry. I skipped the team walk. So that's
Can't
before.
skip that.
No.
That's before.
Okay.
I don't know if we're doing it tomorrow, though, because tomorrow, like, it's kind of an early game.
Yeah.
But breakfast together, and then after breakfast, everyone kind of does their thing. Some of my teammates, like, start getting ready there and then because, like, gotta get the game day hair ready, game day makeup. But I feel like, me personally, like, as long as I have hairspray and the brush.
You're like, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then so after breakfast, I like try to wind down for a bit. Text my mom, like, hey mom, like, gonna get ready, you know, all that. Oh my God, also, before the game, I like to look at, like, highlights. So, like, film from, like, last year or something, just to kind of, like, calm my nerves and just realize.
Your highlights or the other team's highlights?
I would say mine. So,
Okay.
like, if I made a good pass or, like, if it was a good tackle.
We're visualizing, yeah.
Just to kind of remind myself, okay, I've been here, I've done this, I know what I'm doing, just to help keep me composed. And then we actually have a new rule where it's, like, no phones an hour 45 before kickoff.
I love that.
And so before I have to put my phone away, send my text, look at my highlights, listen to my music, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready, get into the locker room, we do our little talk. Oh, totally forgot, dance circle. Duh. So before we go into, like, the conference room and we're like, okay, starting lineup, tactics and all that, we do a dance circle as a team. And
What's
everyone,
the song?
Anthem by Pitbull.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah, really fun.
Okay.
And everyone does their dance moves. Oh my goodness.
Shit, I
Tia,
keep forgetting
if you're
everything.
watching this, Tia has an amazing dance move. She'll, like, jump up and hit, and she'll jump and then, like, go right into the splits. It's the best thing ever.
We can't do that when we're in our 30s.
If I went down that far, there is a good chance I am not coming up. So,
Yeah, I think,
love
like,
it.
hands down, like, one of my favorite things from a dance circle. Like, I think best dance move.
It seems like you guys really feed off each other's energy, and that just helps the chemistry come out on the field.
Yeah, I feel like the dance circle. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't like it my sophomore year because I was like, I can't do this. Like,
Like,
I
this is
need my
cringe.
headphones. I need
Yeah.
a little bit. But you know, as the years went going, I'm like, okay, like I appreciate it a lot more. So
because it just gets you in that state of fun.
yeah,
And then it gets you in the state of, like, I don't want to say being relaxed, but, like, you feel goofy, you feel lighthearted, you're laughing probably at some of the, like, ridiculous dance moves, no offense, girls. But because of that, I bet you guys just play more relaxed when you go out on the field.
for sure.
Yeah. We used to do this thing. I can't believe I'm going to do this right now. We used to play this game called Pterodactyl. Okay. And oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. And you would basically tuck your lips and you would say pterodactyl and you would go around the circle. And then to change directions, you would go, ah. But you couldn't, if you showed your teeth, you lost. So I want you to imagine, like, again, your team doing this.
Oh my God.
Our coaches walked in as we're getting ready to go. We were on the floor and I had
Crying.
tears rolling down my
Yeah.
face. And they were like, what is going on? And we're like, it's fine.
I'm gonna be honest. I might have to take that.
Yeah,
Do it. It was so much, and I'll tell you this: the one time we did it, it was before we played, like, a big rival, and we demolished them. It was the best we, like, all played collectively because we were laughing, like, we laughed the whole game, like, and also I kind of think it's a nice little, like, you know, to your teammates. I can't use the language I want to use right now, but, like, when you're laughing, they're like, why are they happy? Why are they having a good time? And you're like, we're just having so much fun.
Yeah.
Beating you.
Love that.
Toss.
Well, it sounds like you have a great routine. Sonia, do you have any other questions for Nahla?
Oh yeah, you have one. I saw it. I think you
do.
should
What happened
ask.
to it?
I do. I was on here, and then my boss was also on the doc, and he put a bunch of question marks after my questions.
No,
so
that
then I
was
deleted
me.
it.
That was me.
That was you?
I just want to understand. I
'cause
just want
you're
to
under
understand it.
Sonia has a question
Right.
for
It's
you.
just me.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Okay, so I did a little recon, and I was, like, asking people, like, what's something, like, really, like, out of pocket that I can pull and be like, how would she know that? So I have to ask you, what is your favorite Victoria's Secret fashion show?
How'd you know that?
Wait, is she a
Job
big
well
fan?
done, Sonia. That's a producer.
Yeah.
That's a producer right there.
Okay, I I don't ask me the year.
Okay, I don't care about the year. Just describe.
We can find it.
It was
Exactly.
Oh shoot, I remember this too because like
Who was the musical guest? Maybe we go off that.
it was
Yeah. Hey, I got a laptop open.
Wait, no, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting my shows mixed up right now because like I have like there's like different like walks like that were so good, but like I'm kind of like mixing them up right now. But I think for sure it was probably like the Winter Wonderland one.
Winter Wonderland goes crazy.
Okay, but this is what to me this is why it was so amazing.
Okay.
Because it was me, my mom, and my aunt, and growing up I was not girly at all. Like I would, you know.
You had a brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
no, growing up with a brother, I get you. Like I was like anti-dress and like, but now I love it.
But
Like,
also
it
as a
takes
girl,
second.
when you play sports too, you're kind of like, I'm a tomboy. Like,
Exactly.
grr. And then
Yeah.
you're like, I can't wear a dress. And then one day you're like, I love makeup.
No, exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
But listen, like I was the girl, like at Easter, I would pull up in like the prettiest pink dress. I had soccer cleats on. Like
Oh yeah, that's me. I like refused to wear
Fashion.
heels until like last year.
yeah.
I feel
But
you.
I would say Winter Wonderland because it was me, my mom, my aunt. I forgot how old I was, but I was like, "Ooh, like can I watch this with you guys?" They're like, "Yeah." And you know, it was the first time where I was like, "Oh my god, like being a girl is fun." Like
Oh wait, that's
Yeah.
That's so
beautiful. You're
cute.
watching it with your like mom and your aunt,
Yeah.
and that's sweet.
I love that.
So can you find who the musical guest is? I'm so curious.
Yeah, I got you.
Because I feel like I can see the one kind of dress, and it reminds me of the Lizzie McGuire moment dress. Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Where it looks like an igloo?
Oh,
She's wearing like an igloo looking outfit.
yes, I know what you're talking about. And the musical guest was Justin Timberlake.
yes, it was
Yeah.
Justin
What
Timberlake.
year was this?
Yes.
2000 and...
Wait, Justin Timberlake.
Wait,
I don't know.
Winter Wonderland Victoria's Secret musical guest.
14?
2006.
Oh, not even.
Oh my god, wait, no, that was the wrong one. I was 2 years old
this
in
is. I was gonna say
2006.
this is
Okay.
not.
She was born in 04.
What about I can tell you the year. What was the year in 2012? Who was that?
Winter Wonderland was 2006. Wait, this is
Did
crazy.
they do it again?
They probably did.
Yeah,
it
they
again.
probably did it again. Wait.
They had to do it again.
Winter
We're gonna figure this
Wonderland
out.
Victoria's Secret.
Can I
This
use
is-
my phone?
Yes.
Yes.
This is very
Now
important.
we have to find this out.
This is very important information, guys. Victoria's Secret.
I'm surprised you pulled that question out. Like now I'm scared.
She's our producer.
You know who I
extraordinaire.
asked? I literally ran into Mason when I was walking here, and I go, "Oh my God, I have a great question for you right now."
We're gonna find this. I'm so curious to know.
At the Lexington Justin Bieber, Bruno Mars. Oh no, it was Circus, not Winter Wonderland.
Circus.
Guys, when you asked me that, because I remember the outfit. It was like a what do they call it? The
Is it
Wait,
the
Taylor
carnival
Swift
one?
was it?
what
She's
are-
the ringmaster.
the ringmaster. Yes.
Yes.
Why did I think Winter Wonderland?
Okay, I was shocked you said that because Mason literally told me that the carnival one was your favorite one.
Yes.
So I was like, okay,
Circus.
maybe Mason's wrong.
Okay, that
Yes,
makes sense.
because
There
I
we go.
remember her outfit. She had the
Yes.
top hat on.
Yes.
That was iconic.
Winter.
Yeah.
Can we cut that? I did not say
No.
Winter.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
No, and she was like friends with all the models. Like it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was like when her and like Gigi Hadid were best friends.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, what an era to be alive.
What a time. What a time.
Nahla, it's been such a pleasure to talk to you today. I mean, you are just so much fun, so full of energy. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, whatever you do next. I mean, it's just been awesome to have you on the show and just open up to us and talk with us. I think, Jenna, you feel the same
No,
way.
seriously, thank you. And I can't wait to see what you do next, whatever it is. And just remember, like,
Why not?
why not? Why can't it be me?
Well, thanks for having me. Super fun being here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the season. We'll obviously be following along. And that was our next episode of the Blue Demon Room podcast. We will see you next time.